Alright, my next video is called Baseline Performance for Push-Ups. If you're doing a push-up the most correct way, and everything I do has to do with angles, alright? There's proper angles. If you're working from a 90-degree angle, you're going to get your max efficiency. That's where you get your maximum strength from. Anywhere within like 5 degrees forward or back of a 90-degree angle. And I'll explain what that means as we go along here. If you do push-ups correctly, it would be equivalent to doing bench press with 60% of your body weight for every repetition. Normally people would tell you, you probably heard this throughout your life, when you're doing push-ups, make sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. And do one that way. He doesn't like to do that because he knows the more correct way to do it. Now, when you do that, if he was to roll over on his back and simulate like he was bench pressing, roll over on your back, please. And he's going to grab this bar. He's going to hold it up as if he's bench pressing. If you were bench pressing, you would basically have a 90-degree angle from your hands to your torso. Now, if I was to move this bar to the same angle that he was doing his push-ups with his hands directly underneath his shoulders, you're going to see that it would be much harder to hold your max weight on a bench, right? You wouldn't be able to do that, would you? Really, that was a little bit more of an angle. The normal person would have an angle like such. Still, it's going to be very hard to hold your max weight. You agree? So you always get a 90 when you're bench pressing. So now, what we're going to do to change up that push-up is we're going to get into the regular push-up position that people do. And now I'm going to adjust his body so that you can see how changing the angle is going to make all the difference in the world. So what I'm going to have him do is move his hands just slightly forward of his shoulder, roll back on your heels. So he's actually rolling back on his heels. And if you can keep this angle, or if you want, draw your hands back just a little bit until you get more comfortable. When you first start doing this, you're going to feel it really a lot in your obliques. So at this angle right here, you can see right here from his hand to his shoulder, following the bar down to the legs, we have a 90-degree angle. That's what you want to achieve every repetition. So now when he goes down, he's going to push forward and then back up, come back up, we're going to start over. Right here where the pole is, that's the 90 that you're going to follow. He's back on his heels. So he's going to go down, put his chest between his hands. As he rolled forward on his heels, on the way back up, he rolls back on his heels. So basically his chest is following this plane of that 90-degree angle. Now, when most people get tired, they put their butt in the air. First go back to the regular push-up, now, you've just done 120 like you normally do, right? Now you're tired, so put your butt in the air. Now when you put your butt in the air, that advertises that, hey, look, I'm tired. So what that does, when you put your butt in the air, is it creates that 90-degree angle, as you can see, from the arm up to the shoulder and the shoulder down to the heel. You basically have that 90-degree angle like you do in bench press. So in order to not be a target, to keep your butt out of the air, he's going to flatten his butt, and now he has to draw his hands forward a little bit. So now you achieve that 90 again. So again, if you're going to do push-ups with your hands closer in, put your hands closer in, and about underneath you a little bit more. If you like doing push-ups that way, okay, and you want to do them that way, the important part is when you come up to the top, roll back on your heels. So the way you can check this out is I'm going to grab his heel, go forward, I'm going to move his heel. I'm moving his heel forward and back. So when you move, as he's moving forward and back, he still has that 90-degree angle when he comes to the top. That's crucial. That is baseline performance for the actual push-up. Again, if you can achieve your 90-degree angle as you're doing push-ups and not put your butt in the air, you're not going to make a target for yourself. Now when you are tired, what you can do is roll forward and back on your heels. As you can see, you slightly change the angle, of the push-up. Alright? And that is a way that you kind of relieve your shoulders versus putting your butt in the air and making a target for yourself. That is baseline performance for my push-ups.